Now, from the Columbia Basin, your local news source, this is iFIBER 1 News, presented in high definition. The #1 source for real-time local news, local sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. With your iFIBER 1 News team, reporting news in real time as it's happening. From the iFIBER Communications HD broadcast studio in Ephrata, Washington, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Welcome to iFIBER 1 News. I'm Cody Johnson reporting news from around the Columbia Basin for Thursday, May 2nd. Tonight we report on the impact on irrigation water as repairs are made on the main canal, and how the Grant County PUD is preparing to inspect power poles. We also look at how Grant County lost a lawsuit and needs to pay $150,000, and how a march for immigration reform in Seattle took an ugly turn. In sports, we look at a couple outstanding Columbia Basin athletes and recap how the Mariners did last night. Our spotlight story is about a modern-day sheep herder working in the Ephrata area. And we have the latest weather forecast for the Columbia Basin from the iFIBER 1 Weather Center. Our top story tonight, water was reduced to half flow as the East Columbia Basin Irrigation District repaired a canal near Billy Clapp Lake yesterday. Irrigation staff became aware of a crack in a side panel of the main canal on Monday. The panel eventually collapsed, losing water near Pinto Dam by Billy Clapp Lake. On Wednesday, the district began slowing the water rate to allow crews to make the repairs. The main canal normally flows at about 7,000 cubic feet per second. They cut the rate to about half. Farmers relying on the irrigation water were contacted, and officials said people using the system were helping each other to ensure everyone had enough water while the repairs are being made. Ephrata, Quincy, and Royal Slope may see some people checking utility poles during the next few months. The Grant County PUD contractor MyTech is checking poles during May, June, and July. The utility has a 2-year contract with the company to pay up to $250,000 a year for the service. Crews will hammer, apply treatment, and dig around the power poles to test whether they need to be replaced. The noise should be minimal. The tests take about 30 to 40 minutes to complete per pole, depending on the soil conditions and the landscaping around the poles. The PUD tests poles every 10 to 15 years to find out if they need to be replaced. A jury decided Grant County should have offered a former employee another job after laying her off during a medical leave. A U.S. District Court jury awarded Jennifer Lane $150,000 in back pay following a trial last week. A jury decided the county should have given her the same or an equivalent position when her medical leave ended. She was the Grant County Prevention and Recovery Center administrator. The county was incorporating several agencies, including the center, and intended to eliminate the center's administrator position in order to save the county $60,000. The jury found the county didn't interfere with Lane using medical leave, and the termination wasn't because of disability, but did find that the county should have restored her to the same or similar position after she returned from leave. Several desktop computers were recently reported stolen from a portable at Garden Heights Elementary. School staff reported the computers were taken over the weekend. Captain Dave Sands did not know how many computers were taken or if the school's surveillance cameras caught suspects in the act. Other Moses Lake School District portables have been burglarized in the past. Anyone with information regarding the thefts are asked to call 509-764-3887. Moses Lake is holding its annual citywide cleanup day on Saturday. City officials invite residents to join their neighbors, friends, and civic groups to pick up trash around town. People interested in helping out are asked to bring gloves and meet at the Surf and Slide Water Park parking lot at 401 South 4th Street or 4th Avenue at 8 a.m. There they will be given trash bags and area assignments. A free lunch will be provided for registered participants. More information is available by calling Bev Shuford at 509-750-9282. Each of the people you see here have warrants for their arrest and are wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the DOC asks that you not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m. We'll be right back after these messages with the latest from the iFIBER One Weather Center, and we've got sports and more news coming up.